Let's have a look at the expenditure module. First let's look at the scenario for project-based expenses, where there is a team lead, team manager, and team members. This also includes non-billable projects and NCF projects, where project code is created and hierarchy is set. Let's look at the hierarchy. For a project hierarchy, expenses submitted by team member will be routed to the team manager, and expenses submitted by team manager will be sent to team lead. Expenses submitted by team lead will be auto-approved. If a non-client person wants to enter an expenditure, he or she needs to add himself or herself into the project and then make the submission. Let's see how to add an expenditure. Click on the Raise Expenses from the menu on the left side to add an expense. Click on the Add icon on the top right corner of the page. Once you click the Add button, it will redirect you to the Add Expenditure page, where you should fill the required details. As you can see here, all the mandatory fields are accompanied by a star. Choose the date. You can choose an expense type from the drop-down. These types come from the Expense Master. You can also add new expense type from this page. Enter the amount incurred and choose the project for which the expense was incurred. Expenses relating to current month and one previous month only can be submitted. Expense amount submitted for previous month will be deducted by 25%. Select the relevant project code. If there is no log entry available for that date, against the selected project code, log needs to be updated, only then an expenditure can be added. Select if it is billable or non-billable. Upload expense voucher if available. Supported file formats will be mentioned on the bottom. If expense voucher is not available, press Save. You will get a View PDF icon. Download the voucher, sign it and upload it as an expenditure. Once submitted, that expense will appear in the pending list of the person who added it. And will also show to the manager to whom the approval has been submitted. The concerned manager will get the list of expenses submitted by the team member into Approve tab. You may approve, reject, or hold the expenditure. Expenses that are rejected or kept on hold will again be routed to the team member who can edit the expenditure and resubmit it following the same procedure mentioned above. Expenses not approved by the team manager or team leader will be auto-approved on 15th. In case of expenses resubmitted, that is rejected or on hold, team manager or team leader to approve by 17th, if not it will get auto-approved on 17th. Now, let's have a look at another scenario for project-based expenses, where there are more than one team lead, or more than one team manager and team members. This also includes non-billable projects and NCF projects where project code is created and hierarchy is set. Let's look at the hierarchy. For a project-based hierarchy, expenses submitted by team member will be routed to both, or all the team managers, and expenses submitted by team manager will be sent to both, or all team leads. Either one of them can approve it. Preferably the team manager to whom the team member report as per org hierarchy is recommended to approve the expenditure. There is no system restriction for this. It is to be decided between the multiple team managers and team leads. If a non-client person wants to enter an expenditure, he or she needs to add himself or herself into the project and then make the submission. The submission process is same for both the scenarios. Let's now look at a scenario for a non-billable project, where there is no hierarchy. Here, all the members are on the same level. In such scenarios, the approval will be based on organizational hierarchy. The expenses posted will be routed to the reporting manager. Expenses submitted by the TL will be auto-approved. Finally, let's look at the scenario, where a non-client person, not relating to specific billable or non-billable project codes, raises an expense. The process flow for the submission of expenses are same as the other scenarios, except while selecting the project, these expenses should be raised against impressed projects. Also, the non-client persons can directly add expenses without adding logs. Thus, with this we have covered all the scenarios relating to the expenses module in this video.